Hey guys, I know I said I was going to bring a video to you tonight, and this is more of a this is my opinion type deal. What I'm bringing to you tonight are two different petitions that are out there circulating. The first one is Support Summers Law, Improve CPS to Prevent Child Neglect and Abuse. And it goes along with my little bitch fest this morning. I wholeheartedly support this petition. We need more signatures so that it can be passed on and hopefully turned into a bill and get the law passed. The second petition is a petition I'm assuming is coming from someone in Kingsport or Hawkins County. His name is Benlindsey. Uh, and I want you all to go and read this. There's both of them are here, complete. Um, the first one is drew up by Bobbiecattanese, and Bobby, if you hear this and I mispronounced your name, I apologize. And like I said, the second one is Benlindsey. But the second petition to me is more about protecting the families or the people that have harmed the child or the communities. I'm not real sure because they sort of attack everybody, including the mainstream media, social media, law enforcement. Um, in this petition, what I got from it, which may not be the same thing that you would get from it, it's telling or trying to get a law passed where they can tell us what we can and cannot talk about when it comes to missing children. And like I said, it goes for mainstream media too. It's telling us that content creators have no um, constraints on how we deliver the news or how we behave. Uh, I I don't know. It's just a bunch of hogwash if you ask me. But I do encourage you to go and read these two petitions. If you need to find them so that you may sign one of them, like I did the first one, you can go to Google and just type in, um, like this one, it's stop exploitation and solicitation of crimes against children. And the first one is Support Summers Law, Improve CPS to Prevent Child Neglect and Abuse. If you'll go to Google and type in either one of those titles, it brings the petition straight up, and you can read over it yourself, you can sign it, and like I said, I wholeheartedly support the Summers Law. Um, it was brought to my attention. I was watching No Thanks one night. That's with Doughutton, and I'm assuming Miss Cantonese is one of his subscribers. Anyways, they drew this up. They're promoting it. They're trying to get as many signatures as they can. While I was investigating or researching today, I did happen across that second petition, and I just honestly could not believe what it has in it. I mean, it's complaining about the money that has to be spent on searching for the child. It's complaining about the money that has to be spent on punishing the perpetrator. It's to me, the whole thing is nothing but one big complaint about pretty much everything. Now, I'm not trying to turn you against it. If you read it and you understand it something completely different than what I understood, then by all means, please go and sign it. But I will promise you this, there will never be a day that I would sign this petition. Now, keep in mind, everybody wants to complain that creators, content creators, especially in the true crime genre, that we're trying to exploit the children to make money. That's not true. Like I explained earlier, that you would not believe the turmoil that a content creator in this genre has to go through to put a video out. Now, first off, mainstream media gets paid for everything they do. I mean, in front of the cameras, behind the cameras, the research, the electrical guy that works all the wires. I mean, he even gets paid when they put out, what, a 30-second segment for a missing child. And I guarantee you they're getting paid way more than any content creator gets paid on YouTube. When most people this day and time are coming to YouTube to find out the news. If you will go and hunt on mainstream media, you will find that there's very little about any missing child being put on mainstream media. Whereas on YouTube, we dedicate months, years to just a single child. Yes, there are other children, and we do work on other cases during that time. But it's not like we take and say, for 30 seconds, okay, this child is missing. And 6 months down the road, oh yeah, this child is still missing. We come in and we give you anywhere from 10 to 30. Sometimes people do live, and it can last for hours, talking about one particular case, trying to find out what happened to the child, where that child could be, who had access to the child, what is the evidence. And there's been plenty of times that YouTube creators have solved cases that even the law enforcement could not solve. There's plenty of cold cases that creators are working on, and there are some of them being solved when law enforcement themselves have already given up on the case and put it on a shelf and said, we can't solve it. YouTube creators are coming in and pulling them off the shelf and digging and finding information and evidence that law enforcement could not find. And in a lot of those cases, they're solving those cases. So for these people to put this petition out and trying to say what we can talk about, what we can't talk about when it comes to missing children, the fact that we should not be getting paid, there should be restraints put on pretty much everything to do with a missing child's case, is just unbelievable. And it's wrong, in my opinion. I hope you guys watched to the end. To me, this is a very important thing, and in my opinion, this petition shouldn't be out there. But like I've said, this is America. Everybody has a right to do pretty much what they want to do as long as it's not against the law. And these people have every right to put this petition out if that's what they believe. And every person has a right to sign it or not sign it. But this person right here won't ever be signing this petition. But as I said, you read over them. They're both here in complete form. And whatever you decide, you can go to Google, look up that petition, and you can sign it. And until tomorrow morning, I have hopefully a really good video for in the morning. And it was brought to my attention. It has to do with how CPS is failing, and one particular child that it really failed big time. And it's actually a horrific case. Some of you may already know about it. Some of you may not. I'd never heard of it before tonight. And hopefully you'll be joining me in the morning. Don't forget to leave your comments and your thoughts and your ideas below. And like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the morning.